show starts off with Roman Reigns coming out and basically bitching that he's not Universal Champion, that he's the real Universal Champion. And everyone saw the tweet by the ref. He should be the Universal Champion, but he isn't. Yet. He said he was a man of his word, and he beat Brock Lesnar in that cage. If you're going to go by technically, Brock Lesnar's back hit, and then the whole feet hit the floor came into play when Roman Reigns' feet hit the floor first. And then the decision is made. And the decision by the referee is always final. Unless that referee or someone else comes down, reverses that decision. Like a general manager, or a boss, or maybe even fucking Mr. T back in the day. Anyway, Samoa Joe appears on the Titantron saying that you assume that you have faith in yourself, or we have faith in you? No, we didn't have faith in you in the first place. We didn't have faith in you to begin with. And in Backlash, he's going to put your downward spiral career to sleep. Many people out there hope that Samoa Joe accomplishes that. Then, Jinder Mahal's music hits. Right. Jinder says that he can't stand those that make excuses for their shortcomings. But he has a legitimate excuse, of course, that Jeff Hardy cheated. Roman Reigns lost to Lesnar, and tonight he'll lose to Jinder Mahal. I didn't think that was going to happen anyway, because Sami Zayn comes out. Basically, it's a hometown crowd because they're in Montreal, Canada. And of course, he began speaking French, and he wants to face Roman Reigns tonight. Kevin Owens comes out. He wants to face Roman Reigns tonight. Oh, and Sami Zayn actually said that he couldn't be at the Greatest Royal Rumble because of an injury that he sustained by Bobby Roode. Right. But Kevin Owens comes out and he takes a poll. Do you want to see Sami Zayn? Yeah, there were we chants, we, yes chants, and cheers. Would you like to see Jinder Mahal face Roman Reigns? Mahal never had a chance, let's face it. He was just a sitting duck within this quote-unquote vote or this poll or whatever. He didn't have a chance in hell. Or Kevin Owens. And that gets the most cheers, and he's like, sorry guys. He walks towards Roman Reigns, gets a basic chop to the throat, quote-unquote, and then he gets jumped. Bobby Lashley comes out to make the save. He gets jumped as well. He was doing well on his own. And then Braun Strowman comes out. And the ring gets cleared. So Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman are in the same ring and they're not attacking each other. WWE, we don't forget that fucking easy. At least I don't. I think it's kind of funny how a basic switch from heel to face can happen as to say, oh wow, everyone is best buds now and everyone can team up with each other and go against and kick out the opposition. Braun Strowman saving Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Fun. Just fun. When it comes to the quote-unquote greatest Royal Rumble, Strowman set the record of eliminations of 13. Will that stand? Because the Royal Rumble where Roman Reigns set the record, or where Kane set the record, were 30 men. So will this 50-man Royal Rumble be the standard? Will that be and will Daniel Bryan's time be the time to beat? And will Braun Strowman's eliminations be the eliminations to beat from now on? Elias. Usual talk. WWE stands for... Yeah, Walk with Elias. Well, World's Worst Entertainment. I remember when I used to call WWF World's Wealthiest Fakers. But anyway, he talks to Rumble, the world's greatest Rumble. He talks about the New Day Randy Orton, and even Raw's general manager Kurt Angle, who he all eliminated. And then he sings, and then he's interrupted by Bobby Roode. And then they have a match, which awards the match to Elias due to stoppage. Because outside on the apron and then to the turnbuckle, he got the freaking metal ran into his chest, and then Bobby Roode is just cough, 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 cough. Cough, 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 cough. Officials are checking on him. And they stop the match. And Elias grabs the microphone. Your winner, Elias. The Authors of Pain. You know, this is how dire the tag team situation is. You don't even have the Authors of Pain to go against a legitimate tag team. They could have easily destroyed Breezango. They could have easily went against the Ascension for a while. But no, they pick a couple of people that was from the hometown there and basically destroyed them in seconds, and says that the Book of Pain remains open, and a chapter will be for every team on Raw. Who's going to deny that? Are they going to be Raw Tag Team Champions sooner rather than later? Are they going to beat the Deleters of Worlds? Seth Rollins, Monday Night Rollins. He comes out and he's like, this last month has been wild for him. First, with winning the Intercontinental Championship, and then going all the way to South Africa, and then going all the way. He's talking about the traveling thing to defend the Intercontinental Championship. And he defended it at the World's Greatest Royal Rumble. And now he's in Montreal, and okay, that's fine. Finn Balor comes out. Yes, it was a long trip from Saudi Arabia, and he keeps replaying in his mind that he was that close from winning the Intercontinental Championship. Rollins said that he wants to be a fighting champion, not like Brock Lesnar. That's funny, because I remember when he was WWE champion, he wasn't that much of a fighting champion. But anyway, Finn Balor's like, you want to talk about being fighting champion, or you want to prove it by facing me tonight? They take a poll, and they say, okay, you're on, let's do it. Then they're interrupted by the Miztourage. Why are they still being called the Miztourage? It's beyond me. It doesn't make any sense to me that they're still called the Miztourage unless they're going to have the Miz win the Intercontinental Championship and come back on Raw, which is a high possibility because WWE likes to give the middle fingers and the middle toes to us whenever they see fit. They come out and they made a mistake by talking to them individually, Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, when they should have been talking as a group. They take off jackets or open up jackets or vests or whatever, and they have all four pictures of Rollins, Balor, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel, and saying that forget about the club, forget about the Shield, it's about the Four Horsemen. And I'm like, no. We already had a Four Horsemen Part 2. They were called Evolution. That is, as far as I'm concerned, no, I don't put the cabinet there. I don't put JBL's cabinet there. I just don't. Sorry. But Rollins and Balor, they give it a hard no. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, they tried to fight them as best they could, but they get kicked out from the ring. But Finn Balor actually puts down Seth Rollins at the end of the segment. Keep your eyes on me. Which is absolutely fine, because they have an Intercontinental Championship match in the main event. And it was duly noted, quote unquote, that Seth Rollins could appreciate what Finn Balor did. It's kind of the same shit that Seth Rollins has done, so, Ruby Riott versus Sasha Banks, and there's no Bayley because they're still working things out. Their friendship is going to stand the test of time. There's no calls, no texts. Oh, their best friendship has got a rift through it. Oh, even though they're not settling shit in the ring, why hasn't Kurt Angle said that? We settle things in the ring. So why haven't these two went in the ring and fucking wrestled and actually put on good matches to settle it? So it ends up being a 3-on-1 because of the Ruby Riott and the Riott Squad basically made sure that Sasha Banks wasn't going to win this, even though it was a pretty good match one-on-one, but it was still the outside interference that cost Sasha Banks the match. No, there was no Bayley, even though she was watching on the fucking monitor in the back. Maybe it was the back, or maybe that was recorded in the United States, but anyway. Ruby Riott beat Sasha Banks. Oh, gee, I wonder what's going to happen next week. Is next week going to be Ruby Riott versus Bayley? And then Bayley lose to the 3-on-1 tactics? Could be. A moment of bliss. Moment of bliss, a Disney World trip with Nia Jax. Moment of bliss. Alexa basically says that Nia made fun of her for being too short, quote unquote, to ride the rides at Disney World, even the cup. And made fun of her eating once again with turkey legs on each hand and eating. I'm just sick of that. I'm sorry. I'm just sick and tired of that. It's not even to the point where it's funny anymore. Yes, she says she's going to get her Raw Women's Championship back, but she's saying that Nia's a bully, but she's the one that's making fun of her weight, her size, her eating, whatever. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They could have done this way better. They could have had Alexa Bliss come out, attack Nia, look like a freaking threat. But now they have backstage segment and Alexa pretty much running away from Nia every chance she gets. And more on that in a bit. So, Slitus O'Neil. Okay, Titus O'Neil. I call him Slitus O'Neil now. He talks about, I love it when a plan comes together. No, he just failed at the World's Greatest Royal Rumble. It was hilarious. Sorry. When I was watching that when it was being aired live, and when he... initially, they didn't even show the trip and fall because it went to the camera panned to the ring, and everybody's like, what happened? But in the replay, they showed that he slipped, he tripped, he fell, and look, thank goodness he didn't hit those metal bars that were keeping the apron up, because he would have really done some damage to himself. He probably would have fucking knocked himself out. And then we would have been like, ow, yeah, be careful when you run to the ring. But he literally just ran and tripped and almost disappeared under the freaking ring. And he's like, you don't stay down, you get back up. And he's having a good time with it, making fun of himself, whatever. And then Baron Corbin shows up. And as soon as Baron Corbin shows up and tries to say, why are you interviewing him? You shouldn't be interviewing him. No, you don't interview about things like this. You should be talking about other things. I'm like, Corbin, as far as tripping and falling and being an embarrassment, you can relate because look at your fucking career. Just saying. I really put that in the department of, yeah, he can relate as far as his career is concerned. Did the leaders of worlds basically give their segment out? Darkness and light. Matt Hardy is looking in this history book, quote unquote, and they had to basically press pictures of Wyatt and Hardy in the background of everything that Matt was talking about. Bray Wyatt comes by and the leaders of worlds, he actually gives Matt Hardy the other belt because he was carrying both for some fucking reason. Maybe it was because Hardy had that book, and they ended with the signature run from the whole Bray Wyatt thing. The 6-man tag team match, Reigns, Strowman, Lashley versus Sammy, Kevin, and Jinder. So you couldn't give it to the hometown heroes here. Not even by a count out or a disqualification or something. Yeah. Oh well. Baron Corbin on the mic. Why? Why do you have this fucker on the microphone? He's going to the ring to face No Way Jose, but on the way there, he's talking about you can't make money by being funny. Yes, you can. It's called a comedian, you dumbass. During the match against No Way Jose, Titus Worldwide actually comes out. Titus acts like he's going to get on the apron and then get in the ring. Quote unquote slips on the apron. You know he didn't really slip on the apron. They're trying to make this story now of Titus, of Slitus having 2 left feet. But that distraction was just enough because No Way Jose rolls up Baron Corbin. 1, 2, 3, and we're done. And Corbin's done. Interesting. That it's just funny to me, that's all. Andre Battle Royal, Money in the Bank, cash in, you lose. One of the shortest United States champions ever. We don't take you seriously as a freaking threat. Not anymore. Done. So now they pair you with Slightest O'Neil to have a feud. And you just got beat by Adam Rose remix. No Way Jose. Natalya versus Mickie James. Of course, you had Alexa in one corner and you had Ronda Rousey in the other corner. I wanted this match to end as soon as possible. I just did. And Alexa tries to do things. Ronda Rousey chases her. And Natty is, her leg get injured. And she ends up rolling up Mickie James and gets the win. Fine. Alexa runs and Nia comes out. Alexa runs again. Nia goes in and raises the arms of Ronda Rousey and Natalya. And I'm like, garbage. Garbage, garbage. How long are we going to have to endure Nia as champion? Because she's not destroying. She's a face now. I would rather have Nia as champion as a heel. To go destroy, to be a threat, to hype someone else up in order to take the gold. But now she's face. Now she's smiling. Now she's friends, helping people out. Or I'm like, no, this is not the Nia Jax that I wanted to see. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. You guys did this Intercontinental belt proud. You did the Intercontinental Championship proud. I've been saying it for a long time now that the Intercontinental Championship was for the hardest worker in the company and to put on great matches at a moment's notice. In order for this championship to look like you're something of a threat to the World Championship someday, you have to be able to put in the work. And these guys did that. Not that they weren't capable of doing it in the first place, but these guys, Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, put on a great clinic on Monday Night Raw, with Seth Rollins winning. No interference, no garbage, no cheating, no feet on the ropes, no low blows, no nut shots or anything like that, no chairs, no people, no Miz Taraj coming out to interfere, no help, no assistance, none of that. No club, no shield. It was straight drag out Intercontinental Championship match that was excellently put together. And I was like, yes. Now, can The Miz do that? Don't think so. He's not going to be able to do that type of match at Backlash. Not alone. He's not going to be able to do that. Not possible. He doesn't have the skill. No. Just no. But that was Monday Night Raw. Going home episode before WWE Backlash. And it ends with a spectacular Intercontinental Championship match. As the main event. No, Roman wasn't in the main event. No, Strowman wasn't in the main event. There was no sign of Kurt Angle. Paul Ellering wasn't even with the Authors of Pain. We didn't see Bayley come out. We don't even know if she was in attendance. That probably was a backstage segment with her looking at the monitor or whatever. There's no Revival, no Breezango, but oh well, that's fine. And that was basically Monday Night Raw. Yeah, not anything to write home about, but at least it had a great Intercontinental Championship match. So there you have it. Do you think my opinions are full of shit? If you're listening to it on the podcast, if you're listening to it on Spreaker or on Apple iTunes, please, I'm always open for a debate about wrestling. If you're on my YouTube channel, please comment below. and hit that like button and subscribe and set up those notifications. So, once again, drop kicks, body slams, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.